Okay, back for part two of the stationery box. And now we're going to make the cards, the tags, and the sticky note pad cover. So I want to go over with you the cards first. And for the cards, I did print out documents here. So if you order this, you will get copies of these. Plus, you can watch the video whenever you want to. Okay, so the card stock is basic white for the card, and that's 8.5 by 5.5, folded at 4 1/4. And then the first layer, the first and only layer, oh, I hope you can see the embossing. I used the new, well, kind of new to me. Wintry 3D embossing folders, and this is a set of two. One is like snowflakes, and the other is like pine. Okay, so what I did, these do not fit across the whole card front, so I just do it half, or well, it's a little more than halfway, and run it through. And so then you have a strip that does not have embossing on it, and I'll show you what I do with that. So you have to have 4 of those. And then, so I did 2 of each, the pine and the snowflakes. Then you need 1 3/4 approximately inch circle. You can use the circle dies to get that. You want basic black cardstock, and this one is cut at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Then the designer series paper, which is the same as what's on our box, and this is cut at 2.5 by 2.5. I don't know if I said that. And then I cut out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the little wreath, and these are from Sparkle of the Season dies. These are the seasonal swirl dies, and oh, I used the one on the inside. And then for your tags, you can either use like these tags, which are like the ones like this one here, or you can do them with 2-inch 2 by 3 1/4 inch, and I'll show you how we're going to do those too. So you could do either way. If you have these, you could do that. If you don't, you could do the other way. Okay, so we use that. Then I already went ahead and stamped the penguin and punched it out like that. And then I have just some more strips of that pretty bedazzling specialty paper. So let's get started with these. Move this out of the road. So I have already scored this. And so I just want to take my bone folder and have it right there. Then I'm going to take my layer, and I'm just going to lay this. I don't think I popped this up, did I? No, I did not pop this up. This is just adhered on. Just using my seal. And you just want it to be even as much as you can all the way around, like that. Then I'm going to take one of my little strips. I cut these at 1/2 inch. That one doesn't look very straight. 1/2 inch wide, and then this is by 5 1/4. So I just want to put this on right here, right at the edge of where it stopped embossing, and that will lay flat. Now I will take one of my little black 2 3/4 inch squares and 2 1/2 inch designer series paper squares, And I think I just glued this one down onto here, like so. And then I think I popped this whole piece up. You can if you want to, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. There is plenty of room in our box, probably for four. I have four in it, and there's still plenty of room with the envelopes. So let me grab some new dimensionals. I know they're here somewhere, I just can't see them. Okay, so just get us some dimensionals and stick on the back side of the black. Those are sticky. Guess they're supposed to be, right? One more. And then I always like to put one in the center, just so it doesn't go down in the middle. Can't have that. Okay, whoops, this one's not off. All right, so I'm going to put this, kind of try to center it, maybe about right there. And then I'm going to take my wreath and my 1 3/4 inch circle, and I'm going to use my Memento black ink. If I can open it. Struggling here. And I think I want to stamp Merry Christmas. This Merry Christmas is from For Unto Us stamp set. It actually came out last year, and it has been carried over through this year as well. And it's right there. Love this stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this in black right on here, like that. Now, I could go ahead and do all of them. You can use different. This one says Let It Snow, which I think is adorable too. And I'll do another one with Merry Christmas. And then another one with Let It Snow. That's Merry Christmas. Here's Let It Snow. And just don't push so hard. I had some little marks there, which I don't like. I'm going to flip this over and do it again. Just don't push it so hard that I get the little lip around it there. There, that's better. Okay, so now I want to take these, and I just laid this like in the center of the well, actually it was off to the right, but I don't know that it really matters. And I'm just gonna lay this one flat. Right, let's go towards the center, maybe off to the right, just a smidge. And then I'm going to take my pretty little wreath and use my silicone mat, turn that upside down. I'm going to grab my sponge. I always cut my sponges into sections so I can get a lot more use out of them. So I'm going to squeeze a little of my Tombow liquid multi-purpose glue. And so I'm just going to sponge a little bit of glue on the back of this. And then I'm just going to put this right around the circle. And then press it down. That's a little bit short right there. Okay. So if you have any extra space, do it down here, because that's where we're going to put our cute little guy. And now I want to put dimensionals on this one. So I'm going to pop it up at the bottom half and then just use my seal at the top. so he can just sit on there like that. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so I think that's our first card. And then I'm going to do this one. Again, I'm going to do the same thing here. You could also go this way. It doesn't have to be all the way over there if you don't want it to be. So first thing, I'm going to do this. And this one shows up easier here where your line is. Scoot that down. There you go. Right there. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so then I'm going to take one of my cards and use my own folder. And then just put this down here. Like that. Right there. Now I'm going to take my little black square and my DSP square and just line this up and then pop up the back with my dimensionals, which are right here. I try to lose things all the time. Okay, this is easy peasy. So cute. I love the little penguin. He's adorable. So I'm going to put this on the front like here. And then again, this time I'll take a Let It Snow. Just put my seal on that, on the back. Lay it down here. And then take another little wreath. Again, just a little more glue in the same spot. And then just dab it on. And then put that down there. Right there. Move up just a smidge. There we go. Just hold that down for a second. Move it. Okay. And then we're going to get another little cute guy. Put a couple dimensionals down on the bottom half. Seal on the top. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so I'm not going to do all the cards because they're all pretty much the same. You could do them differently. You could do them all the same. You can do it however you want. So I'm going to just stick these in here in the bottom. And then I'm going to lay those right there. Okay, so next I'm going to take my little cover. This is the back piece that comes out of your Designer Series paper packs. It's just a heavier, this one's a real heavy one. And it even kind of ripped a little bit when I used it, but it'll be fine. But anyway, this piece, I think I already gave you the, I don't know if I gave you the measurements or not. I don't think I did. I gave you for the box. Okay, so for the Post-it note, I think I did this at 3 1/16 by, this is 3 1/16, 3 1/16, that's 6 1/8 plus a half, so that would be 6 5/8. Okay, so 6 5/8 by 3 1/16. And then you're going to score it at 3 1/16 on each, from each end. And then that leaves you a 1/2 inch in the center. So first off, I have another piece of Designer Series paper, and this one is cut at 3 1/16 all the way around. And I want to use my glue and just put this on the front. This paper, it doesn't really matter what it is because it just is a little buffalo check all the way, or gingham check maybe, I don't know what you want to call that. And then I want to use more glue, and I'm going to put this right in the center. And then I have, this is a sticky note pack. I bought, I think, 10 packs of these. Was in a package on Amazon. I think it's got 100 sheets. And they're the sticky notes, just like, you know, the other brand. And so I just took it and just laid that right kind of in the center. It's just a smidgen on each side. So just hold that for a second, few seconds, till it dries. And there's that. Now we have smaller pieces here. This is a basic black cardstock again, and this one is a 2 1/2 inch square, and this one is a 2 1/4 inch square. So let's go ahead and I think I'm going to pop this piece up with some dimensionals. If I knew what I did with them. See how I lose everything. Here they are. I just lose everything. I have it right in my hand and then poof, it's gone. Don't know where it went. Does anybody else have that? Or just me? Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this down here. Like, try to center it the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close, right? There we go. And then this piece, I'm going to turn that over that way. This piece I wanted to stamp on this one. And so I'm going to do Merry Christmas right in the center. You could also do it on a circle if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do it on the square. Just, I think it looks kind of nice that it matches the square there. So let's just glue this piece on now. Right on top of there. Just hold that till it sticks. The nice thing about using the liquid glue is it just gives you a few extra seconds to move around if you need it. Okay, so here I want to use one of these again, and I'm going to just put it right on there like that. Again, using my little glue trick here. Might have enough or not. Okay, so then again, just sponge and just put it all around. Okay, and then I just want to put this one right there. Hold that down. And then I'm going to take another one of our cute little penguins. I want to show you how to stamp the penguin here in a minute, because it is really easy. It just takes not very long, because the stamp is super easy to use. And when you stamp the whole stamp, it has his eyes, and then the black part are stamped on there, so you don't have to go back. I wonder if I should put it over here. No, I guess I better do it over here. I almost got it too. Happy Christmas. Should have had it over there just a smidgen more. Okay, so we're going to stick that thing right there. And then we have our little tags. Tags are fun. Oh my goodness. So here's a little to and from. I think this was from Frightfully Cute. There was a to and from in there. And then here are the ones that I cut out using the tailored tag dies. And it has a little spot. And then I cut out 1.5. I think that's 1.5 by 1. Did I write that down? 2 by 1. Oh, 2 by 1 is for the other ones. Oh, yeah. I'll have to find those. Might take me a minute. Here they are. Okay. And then this one is just 2 inches by 3 1/4 inches. No, I can't remember. I think this is 1.5. So anyhow, I just took this piece and just put some seal on it. Stuck it down here at the bottom. Like that. And then you take this little guy. And then I also had some little extra pieces of the bedazzling. I don't know if that was bedazzled or bedazzling. And so then I'll just take and snip this off. And then just put a little line of glue right here. Whoa, that's a big line of glue. Okay. So I do have to take some of that off, because that will be all over the place. Yeah, it is all over the place. Okay, and then I just want to put this right up against there. Okay. And then I'll let that dry, and then I can use my glue eraser if there's any sticking on there. And then again, you can put Let It Snow or Merry Christmas. Oh, the Let It Snow is from, hold on and I'll tell you. The Let It Snow is from Encircled in Warmth stamp set. Love this one. Oh my gosh, so cute. Let It Snow. This is the one that we're going to put on the inside of the card. And then we're going to pop up this little guy on here. Isn't that just adorable? He's so cute. So again, let's pop it. I like to use dimensionals when I stamp because I think it just adds so much dimension. Har, har, har. Okay, so there is he. Okay, oops, and what I should have done was do this before I put him on there, because now it might make it mess up. Nope, that's good. Okay, so then I've cut out 7 inches of the pretty black and white gingham ribbon that's in the holiday catalog. I think it's on back order again, but it should be in very soon. So some of these I just loop it through and tie it with the loop, like this one. Or you could take and just pull it through and then just take a little piece of the gold twine, or whatever that's called. And this is a little hard for one person. You might need a friend to hold on to that for you. And then just tie that. And just tie it in a knot. And then I want to trim off my ends here. So it did take a little bit less since I didn't loop it around there. So you could get by probably with 5.5 inches or so, or 6. So that's what the tags are going to look like. And to finish off the tags and the cards and the little pads, I like to use bling. I love bling. And so I decided just to use the basic rhinestones, because who doesn't like basic rhinestones? It just adds sparkle. Isn't that just precious? And then, oh, you can put however many you want on them, on the tag. And then on the cards, I also put some on the cards. I go through these things like crazy. So here we can just put them anywhere. Just, you know, they always say kind of like try to do it in a triangle and like an odd number. So there's that. Okay, now let me show you how I did the other tag, which you may like. It's super easy. Again, this is 2 inches, and in fact, it's just a smidge right below 2 inches. And the reason I do that is so it will fit in the channel for the punch. This is my channel. This cuts it at 1, 1.5, and 2. So see how that just slides in there real easy. And then punch. And then there's our pretty top. So you would do that on all of your tags. There's little pieces of glue everywhere. Looks like I only cut out 4. Oh, it's because I already did one earlier. Okay, so then I did that. And then what I want to do is go ahead and put on some of the DSP. And this is cut at 1 inches by 2 inches. This is the one that I cut at 1 by 2. And let's just put some adhesive on the bottom like that. And what I did then was I took my, I think this is called Tag Trio. Let me look. Tag Topper Punch. Detailed Trio Punch. It has 3 different designs it can cut out, and I want to do the corner rounder. So you just push this in all the way. And there, look how it rounds out. So cute. And then put this one in on this side all the way. And there it is. Isn't that just adorable? See, you could just make tons of these and it would be super easy. So then I haven't cut this one down, so I'm just going to use it large, because that means I'd have to bring back in my trimmer again. And I just want to have this in a timelier manner, if I could. So then just trim this off. Now, I'm just going to grab a scrap of, there's some that I already cut, or stamped, a scrap of white. And then I will take the penguin from the penguin stamp set. Let me show you that one. So cute. You do want to get the bundle. You can't buy the bundle right now. You can still get the stamp set. The punch is on back order until November 1st. But this is a gotta have one. Oh, it's just too cute. Okay, so what you do, you ink dry up really, really well. And then you need your pad to stamp on, and I had it right here too. Where is that? Put it. Huh. It was right here. Here it is. Okay. You need to have your piercing pad whenever you use your photopolymer stamps. So ink this up really well. And when you stamp him, you want to do it upside down, because when you feed your paper into your punch, I got a little penguin foot there, he's upside down. So if you do it this way, so I'm going to stamp him upside down. Let me get this in the camera. Let's do a couple. He stamps so pretty. And let me show you how I got these close together and still am able to not cut into it, because there are other things that this cuts out. So what I did then was I took my pumpkin pie ink pad and I stamped I just lost the stamp. Where did it go? What was it? Must have been the... Here it is. It's so tiny. It's his little beak. Get him on there straight. There we go. So I'm going to turn these right side up now. I'm going to ink up the beak. Make sure you don't have ink on your block. And then I find that if I use two hands to hold it straight, I get better than just trying to do it with one. I always get it crooked if I do that. So here is his beak. And then here are his feet. Now, this is totally all stamping this penguin this way. There are other ways. If you had the Designer Series paper, the Penguin Place, I believe was the name of it, which is no longer available. But if you got that during Celebration, that is what I am using. Okay, so that's all of the pumpkin pie I need. And now I am going to use Real Red, which is the color of the designer paper. Used Real Red, and I'm going to put him on a cute little bow tie. Again, both hands. Isn't it so cute? He's adorable. Okay, so here are 3 penguins close together, and what I do is I just take this and go like that, and then put, it has to be, I'm going to cut this off right here, maybe. I did my other one all together, but this one I can't. And I shouldn't have taken him apart, because I could have used the other to hold it, but I think I can still do it this way. The hardest part for me is lining it all up and then punch it out. Isn't he so cute? Okay, now another way to do him would be to punch out, let me show you, really easy, is to punch out the big part here, like that, and then take a scrap of white and punch that out, And then you're going to glue those together. There is a stamp that has his eyes, along with the stamps that we just used for the beak and the feet. The bow tie, there's also a scarf. And then you would just use pumpkin pie. Here's pumpkin pie. And just punch out 2 feet. So cute. Okay. And then you would just put him together like that. Okay. All right. So that's different ways you could do it, whichever way you like the best. Okay. So now I will stamp. I think I'm going to put Let It Snow on this one though. And I think I'm going to stamp it off to the left. Like that. And then I can just pop him right there. Isn't that so cute? He's adorable. Okay. So, and since there's nothing popped up behind this piece, we can pop both the top and the bottom of him. And then again, you'll just take, let me show you the other way I was talking about, where you take it and fold it in half, feed it through the hole, and then spread that loop and pull it through like that, and then just trim your ends. And there you go. And again, I didn't do to and from, but it's okay. You can do it late like me. And this is blotchy here. Hang on a second. I had too much ink. And there it is. Okay. So that is that. You would have all of yours done. You put them in there. And then I had pretty little pins personalized with my website, Stampin' Up! And my website. And then that fits right down in there. Put your lid on when you have everything all in there. You can also, I don't know if you noticed or not, but one of my envelopes, I did have stamped a little penguin on the envelope as well. So you could do that too. And then I took a piece of this beautiful gold glittered ribbon, which is, what's the name of this? Fine Art ribbon. It's in the annual catalog. And so what I did was I kind of folded it in half. Here's the middle. And so I just took this around like this, and then take this piece around like this, and then just tie. And then I gotta get it a little more even. Anyhow, I'll work with that in a minute. So then I just take it and tie it. And I put all of my little doohickeys. And on my other one I did a bow, but I tied this one in a knot for some reason. Let's do this again. Here we go. And there's the bow. And then you could work with it to try to get your tails even. Like that. And then just grab one of your little, I didn't save one out. One of your little guys. This was from my other kit, which was, again, you could do either style. And there it is. Isn't it just adorable? And then here was my other one. If you were more interested in this one, let me know. Everybody really seems to like the penguin one for some reason, but here, let me show you what's in here real quick. Again, here's all the tags. These were the ones that I cut out and used the punch on. Here's my little book, sticky note book, the pen, and then I just made a few different cards. And then on the inside, which I forgot to do on those. So anyhow, that's the inside. That's all I have for you. Let me know if you would like to buy the kit or come to class or whatever you want to do. Okay? Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you really soon. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and sign up for updates on my blog, TinaLovesToStamp.com. Bye.